So I'm Pete Thomson, I'm 35, married with two kids, Cameron and Hayley, and we're on a family farm which is 420 hectares sheep and beef. The farm's been in the family for 149 years and it's pretty special. We're a very intense place and we're running 3,100 ewes and 850 hoggets that we lamb, and we're now getting into the beef side, which we're rearing 500 calves. We've got an automatic robot system now to take the pressure off me because I've gone from 20 calves and over the years we've doubled and we've got bigger and bigger, and the robotics are like a second mum and they just feed them when they are hungry. I've been working with Telford and taking students on to give them the experience. I'm happy for people to come out on the weekends and learn what we do if they want to have a bit of a eye-opener taste test, I suppose. I believe we all need to encourage more young people into the industry, whether it's farming or just the whole agriculture industry, and farming's been my passion since I was 2, so I want to show how fun and rewarding it is. It is hard sometimes and it is frustrating with the weather, but it's my passion, and I believe there's a lot more people out there that haven't come across it yet that would be really good. We've just hired Abby 2 weeks ago. I had her for a week's work experience through the year and I felt that she was really good and wanted to learn and keen. So I offered her the job and she took us up on it and she's really enjoying it. And I just love to see some young people with passion like myself that I can try and teach, because I'm learning every day too. She works on my uncle's dairy farm as well. There's already 3 families running off this farm, so we couldn't afford a full-time employee. So that's why Abby's going between the 2 farms, and it just makes sense for the economic side. And there's just ways around it. With the sharing of workers, it could be every second week or half a week. It's all about communication between the 2 farms, and if someone needs Abby, we make it happen, because we realised that we didn't have her beforehand, so we would have coped. So yeah, it just takes the pressure off on those really busy weeks. I think more farmers should share workers all the time, and it gives them variety, as long as you're organised and have the correct communication between the 2, and pay them. Everything has to be the same so they know where they stand, and you just got to make sure they get enough time off.
So I'm Abby, I'm 20 years old and I've just completed a second year at Telford Polytech. I grew up in Canterbury as a city girl, went to a city high school, and just found out through a Lincoln liaison about Telford and went on their taster camp and loved it ever since. Working on 2 farms, so one is a dairy property and they run approximately 140 dairy cattle, and then I'm working here at Pete's, who finishes off, starts off bull calves and finishes them off, and then runs some ewes and lambs and things. So yeah, get a wide variety by going between the 2 farms. So I completed 12 weeks of work placement, and yeah, that goes towards the overall grade as well as other parts such as sort of pasture diaries and sort of behind the scenes running of farms and that. The very basics. Firstly, I've got a certificate level 3 and 4 in equine and a certificate in agriculture. So yeah, that just covers the basic practical skills and that for farming. Growing up in the city, I never thought I would become a shepherd or a farmer. Just because of the people I was around, they were all sort of into town, like going shopping and makeup artists and that sort of thing, or nursing. Like, that's great, but yeah, it's really my niche and I've found it here at Pete's so far, so yeah, so far so good. A lot of city people think, farming is just getting dirty and, it's not that much fun, but you learn heaps and you make heaps of great friends and meet heaps of cool people. And I mean, there's always going to be jobs in farming in New Zealand. It's a massive part of our country, and yeah, I had no trouble finding a job, and I'm sure other people won't either.